I am going to San Antonio today, but first I am stopping to take a shower. I found an Anytime Fitness over in Boerne, I think is how you pronounce it. City that's over next to San Antonio, and this is what my hair looks like actually when I just let it air dry. So I don't even own a hair dryer. I actually just let it air dry, and then I have a roller brush that has like a hair dryer inside of it that I just style it that way. So it's much easier. So we're driving into San Antonio while my hair air dries. I was thinking I was gonna go to the Japanese tea gardens, but if it's still this cloudy, I may not go, or of course if it's raining, but we'll see. We're headed that way. Hopefully the weather is a little bit better there. Isn't this so beautiful over here? Oh, I love this. Look at the waterfall. It's beautiful. You know, every day I think about things that I'm grateful for, and this is one of those moments. I love this water, the garden. It's so zen over here. So you may have noticed something different about this footage. I got a gimbal. I know. I have been fighting it, and I wasn't sure that it was something that I actually wanted to do. I was afraid it was going to be too heavy, but they came out with a new one called the Gimbal Plus. I'll link that down below for you too if you want to take a look at it. But it fits my Panasonic Lumix G85 just fine, and I'm able to actually carry it around pretty well. It's pretty compact, and it stays in the RV really well and compact. I did away with the case because the case is just too big. So hopefully you like this footage. It's a little bit different and I think more professional and kind of pretty. So let me know in the comments below how you liked it. Lily, what's she doing? You stretching? Stretching, Mama? Whew. Oh my goodness, my hair, look at this. I know I'm looking at my screen right now, but my hair was dry before I went out there. It is like 75% humidity outside. I forgot how humid it was in Texas. Nobody told me or reminded me. I did grow up here. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I completely forgot to tell you guys. I'm changing my residency to here. That's another reason why I'm coming to Texas. I'm changing my domicile from Washington to Texas because it's one of those states that's RV friendly, plus it has a nationwide health insurance plan, plus my family's here, plus I used to live here, so it just all seems to make sense. I was going to do it in Florida because Florida had a nationwide health insurance plan, but Texas has one now, so it just makes more sense to do it here. So that's actually one of the reasons I'm here too. All right, we're headed off. We're actually in the city, and I found a place in a neighborhood that is a place where I can park overnight, and I already scouted it out. It looks pretty safe. Quiet little neighborhood, cute little restaurants around, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stay there tonight. So we'll see. Let's go check it out. Well, Taco Land, just right around the corner from where we found a parking spot for the night. We had a great night over in the neighborhood parking spot. It was really quiet. So we're off to Houston now. Okay, have you guys ever heard of this place called Buc-ee's? Okay, so this place is like off the charts. I've never been here before, but it's got, I don't know how many gas station pumps. It's ridiculous. This is pump number 50. This place is over in Katy, Texas, just outside of Houston. But check this out. Look at how far this goes down. These are all gas station pumps. And then over here, looks like there's about 60-ish pumps roughly. And we're gonna go in and check out the store too. But we've made it over to the Houston area. Just stopped over at Camping World to get a few things. Now I gotta find a place for the night. I think I'm gonna go down towards the ocean. We'll see, not sure yet. But it's rather warm right now, but the next couple days it's supposed to get colder. So the furthest like kind of southeast I can get, the better. I need to go to Livingston, Texas to do my domicile. But domiciling in Texas, I already have my address in Livingston, but I just need to get a driver's license, plates, all that kind of good stuff. So check for that in an upcoming video. Look how many ice chests there are. Bathroom right now. Toilet. Let me show you what's in here. Hand sanitizer. It has a red light and green light if it's open. Green light if it's open, red light if it's not. Yeah. Look at all the coffee and the tea and the drinks and the goodies. Cotton candy. Some seasonings. Preserves. Yum, love pickled okra. Did you see that peanut oil? That may have no significance to you whatsoever, but for me, it's kind of a memorable thing. My grandmother, I actually called her my mama. She's my mother's mother. I love her to death. I miss her. She passed away many years ago. But she used to tell me all the time when I was a kid to put peanut oil on your skin because it helped to moisturize and helped her look younger, which she actually did. But as a teenager, that was back during the 80s when everything was like oil free, and I was like, I am not putting peanut oil on my skin. I'm gonna break out. So I didn't do it because I had really oily skin. So I didn't do it, but it took about maybe 8 more years where I was like, okay, I think my grandmother had like some insight into this whole oil on your skin thing. So while I really never used peanut oil like my grandmother did, I used olive oil or sweet almond oil or different kinds of oils that will really sink into your skin. And so I took on that philosophy that she did about putting oil on your skin, and I don't know, I think I kind of look younger. What do you think? Maybe not today though, I'm a little red. Alright guys, it is hot. Well, it's not really hot, it's humid. I may have to turn the AC on. I don't know how people in Florida do this, or Texas for that matter. So anyways, we're in Houston, gotta find a place to stay the night, so we're headed out now. As part of the domiciling process, you need to get your RV inspected. So we're here at Acura in League City, Texas to go ahead and get the RV inspected. It's also a very cold day here. Today is the first day where it's supposed to be super cold, and it's in the 30s, very low 30s. Alright, so we have our Texas vehicle inspection. We passed, yay! $25.50 for this. We're off to the next item. I just have to go into the UPS store to print out all of my documents that I have on my thumb drive. We can get started going to the different agencies to get my domicile changed. Good morning, and let me tell you what a morning it is. It is cold outside. It's 32 degrees out. Yes, that's cold to me for those of you who are in Canada and keep telling me about the negative temperatures up there. 32 is cold to me down here. I've been waiting that cold weather storm that came through starting, I think, Sunday. Today is Tuesday. The temperatures are warm enough today that I can start moving towards Livingston, Texas, where I'm going to change my domicile. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get all of that done today. It's only about a 2-hour drive just north of here, and I was in League City. I stayed at a Cabela's Dallas for 2 nights. Then I moved over to Texas City to get a little bit warmer. Both of these cities are just south of Houston, so a little bit warmer than it was in Houston, but not by that much, a couple of degrees. But I just wanted to get kind of as far south as I could in case it got too cold, even in Houston, and the weather report was all wrong. So far it looks like it's been pretty accurate. So we're gonna go ahead and move to Livingston today. Hence hat, jacket, oh my god. And this weather is supposed to clear by tomorrow, so then I can go to Dallas. So again, fingers crossed again. I'll tell you something that I'm grateful for. Weather reports. That is one thing that I live by a lot, being on the road, because as a digital nomad, like, you have to know what your weather is around you so you can either move or get prepared. If it was going to be too cold for a very lengthy amount of time and I was going to be in that place for a lengthy amount of time, I would winterize, but otherwise, so I just make sure that I'm in warmer places. But what I did do was I went ahead and drained all the water out of the pipes just by turning off the water pump, drained all the water out into the sink or into the toilet, and get that as clear as possible so no water can freeze in the pipes. Now there's probably still a little bit of water like in some joint areas, but it's very minimal and not enough to where if it froze that it would expand and bust the pipe, hopefully. All right, we're off. Over here in Livingston, Texas, where we're going to Domicile. This is the headquarters of the Escapers group, or escapees. Remember, Escapers is a subgroup of escapees. So this is the place where we're gonna actually get all my registration and my driver's license taken care of. That took all of about 15 minutes inside of the Polk County tax office. I got my Texas plates already. Bad news, you have to have a plate on the front and the back, and I have, you can see my story chasing plate here, which means I'll have to take that off, I think. I'm gonna double check that to make sure that you have to have plates in the front as well as the back. Well, it's official. I'm now a Texas resident. I have my temporary driver's license, and I also have some plates.